Welcome back to the Hippocampus Clubhouse, a fun SEL-based storytelling podcast for kids. Erin here, and today at the Clubhouse we're learning about you, your body, its early warning system, and your right to say what goes. Grown-ups, this is a story that will mention accurate names of body parts and what's considered private, the difference between secrets and surprises, and will also introduce the term safety network. If these are terms your family has not explored before, I would choose another story for today. If they are familiar and you have begun these conversations, this is a very safe book to explore these important topics that are necessary for children to understand body awareness, consent, and safety. It is a brilliant way to start or continue this topic of conversation in your home. Now, let's get comfy cozy and ready to open our hearts and minds with My Body, What I Say Goes, a book to empower and teach children about personal body safety, feelings, safe and unsafe touch, private parts, secrets and surprises, consent, and respectful relationships. Written by Jayneen Sanders. It's my body, and what I say goes.
Hi, I'm Izzy. In this story, you will learn how to keep your body safe and how to say in a big, strong voice, "This is my body, and what I say goes." First, let's talk about feelings. Everyone has feelings. You have feelings, and I have feelings. When I'm happy, I have a lovely, warm, fuzzy feeling inside my tummy. Sometimes it makes me want to sing, and sometimes it makes me want to dance. What do you like to do when you feel happy? Sometimes I can feel sad, and I kind of want to cry. You can cry too when you are sad. Did you know that that is why we have tears? Yep, and even feeling scared is okay too. Sometimes we can even feel angry, or we can feel very proud. We all have different kinds of feelings: happy or sad, or worried, or angry, or scared. It's important to talk about our feelings with the adults that we trust. Now let's talk about feeling safe. At nighttime, just before bed, I love to cuddle up on the couch with someone who makes me feel safe and who I trust. For me, that could be my mom, or my dad, or my nana, or my papa, or maybe even my tia. We read books and snuggle in close, and I feel very safe. On Saturday mornings, I love to go to swim class with my dad. I put on my water wings and I float in the pool right next to him. Dad swims beside me and he holds my hand. I feel safe. But sometimes I don't feel safe. I actually feel unsafe. For example, I don't feel safe when Auntie Katie's dog barks at me when I walk by. He's really big and he's really loud, and it makes me feel unsafe. And I don't feel safe when Lexi, the kid from next door, pushes me down the slide when I'm not ready to go down yet. That makes me feel unsafe. Oh, and I also don't feel safe when one of the older kids at school stands a little bit too close to me. he's bigger than me and it's just a little too close and it makes me feel uncomfortable and unsafe. When I feel unsafe or someone makes me feel uncomfortable, I know that I can tell a grown-up that I trust straight away. If they're too busy or maybe don't believe me, then I need to go tell another trusted grown-up. How do I know when I feel unsafe? Well, my early warning system lets me know. See, when I feel unsafe, my body will tell me. I might feel a little nervous, like having a sick feeling in my tummy, or maybe my heart beats really, really fast. My body may feel kind of funny, and I might even start to sweat a little bit. When these things happen to my body, I pay attention to them, and I call it my early warning system. When I feel my early warning system, I know something is not right or not safe. And when I feel that way, I know that I need to go tell a grown-up that I trust right away. An early warning system will happen when your body feels unsafe. That could mean something different for everybody, but a lot of people may feel sweaty or like their hair is standing up straight on the top of their head. Sometimes you might want to cry, or you get goosebumps all over your arms. Sometimes my hands get sweaty and my heart beats really fast, but some people's early warning system makes them shaky all over, or makes them feel a little sick and nauseous in their tummy. Or maybe sometimes your early warning system makes you feel like you suddenly have to go to the bathroom, or that your legs are too weak to help you stand up. Some people might feel only one or two of those things in their early warning system, and some people might feel a lot more. But the most important part is to remember, if you feel any of your early warning signs, you must go and tell a grown-up that you trust right away. My trusted grown-ups are called my safety network. I feel safe when I'm with my safety network. What is a safety network? Well, I'll tell you. It's made up of 5 grown-ups who I trust very much. Anytime I feel unsafe, or I'm a little worried, or nervous, or even scared, I can tell any one of the grown-ups in my safety network. If I'm not able to find that person, then I can tell another grown-up on my safety network when I see them. The people on my safety network are very important to me, and I am very important to them. My safety network is made up of my mom, my dad, my Uncle Ray, my grandma, and my teacher, Mrs. Lee. The adults in your safety network will listen to you when you tell them when you feel unsafe or uncomfortable about someone or something. Sometimes we don't always have 5 grown-ups in our lives that we can trust. If you only have 2 or 3 or 4 people in your safety network, that's okay. And it's okay to have one person that is not in your family, but in your safety network, like a teacher or a neighbor. My safety network is different than yours. You can choose any of the grown-ups that you like and trust to be in your safety network. They can be an auntie or an uncle, a tia or a tio, a teacher, a grandparent, a pop-pop, a mommy or a daddy, or maybe even a friend. It might even be your neighbor. Anyone who makes you feel safe should be a part of your safety network. It's your safety network after all, so it should be your choice. Now, let's talk about private parts. Private parts are just that, private. We all have bodies, and all of our bodies are different. Some people are very tall, and some people, like me, are short. Some people have blonde hair, and some people have dark hair. I have red hair and green eyes, but my friend Kai has brown hair and brown eyes. All of us, all the boys and all the girls, have private parts. I have private parts, and my friend Kai has private parts too. My private parts are those parts of my body that hide underneath my bathing suit or are covered by my underpants. Kai's private parts are those parts of his body under his bathing suit or that are covered by his underpants. Everybody's mouth is also a private part, and private means just for you. People sometimes call our private parts funny names like pee-pee or even fanny. But we should always try to use the correct names for our private parts. Boys have a penis, testicles, and a bottom. Girls have a vulva on the outside and a vagina on the inside. We also have nipples and a bottom. When a girl gets older, the area around their nipples grows into breasts. These are the correct names for your private parts. No one should touch your private parts as they belong to only you. When you were a baby, your parents or your caregiver washed and dried your private parts for you. But now that you're older, you can wash and dry your own private parts because you are the boss of your body. Remember, it is your body, and what you say goes. If someone does touch your private parts, especially without asking, or asks you to touch their private parts, or maybe shows pictures of private parts, there are two things that you must do. First, find your brave and say in a loud, strong voice with your hand held up, saying, "Stop! This is my body, and what I say goes." Then, go and trust your trusted grown-up in your safety network and tell them exactly what happened. Sometimes, if you're sick, a doctor might need to check your body and could possibly even touch your private parts, especially during a physical. This is only okay if a grown-up from your safety network, like a mommy or a daddy or a grandparent, is with you and your doctor. And it is okay for you or your grown-up to tell the doctor that you would like to be asked first before they touch your body. Now let's talk about secrets and surprises. Surprises are different to secrets. Surprises are things that are happy and fun and will always be told. Secrets, though, can make you feel kind of bad, especially if a person says that you must never tell. That's why we don't have secrets in our family. We have happy surprises, like not telling Grandpa when we're coming to visit, because it's a surprise. Or maybe not telling Uncle Ray about his birthday party because it's a surprise birthday party. But if someone asks you to keep a secret, you can tell that person, "I do not keep secrets. I only keep happy surprises because they will always be told." If someone asks you to keep a secret, like touching your private body parts or kissing, or maybe even showing you pictures of private parts, you must tell a grown-up on your safety network straight away. Secrets like those must be told, even if the person tells you not to tell. That is not okay. It's really important that those secrets are told to your parents or someone in your safety network. I also have a body bubble. I love bubbles, and we all have an invisible body bubble around our body. Invisible means you just can't see it, but it's there. Sometimes people call a body bubble a body boundary or personal space. Some people even call it their area around their body. People should not come inside your body bubble if you do not want them to. If you don't want to kiss or hug someone hello or goodbye, you can kindly say, "No, thank you. I'd rather a high five." Or you could shake their hand instead, but only if you want to. Because remember, it's your body, and what you say goes, because your body belongs to you. The end.
Wow, that was a very informative story. I especially liked how we learned all of the ways that our bodies can warn or tell us when something doesn't feel quite right. It's important to listen to our bodies and what it tells us, especially when we meet someone new or we're in a new place. I also liked how we learned about a safety network of people who we know we can always trust, as well as your right to decide what happens to your body. Because after all, it's your body, and what you say goes. I hope you enjoyed my body and what I say goes, and maybe learn something new to share with those in your world. Grown-ups, if you're interested in purchasing this title for your home and all of the amazing tips and worksheets that come with it, click the link in the show notes now. Our free story time is welcome to all and made possible by listeners like you. We thank you for your support and for sharing our story time with friends. If you're new to the Clubhouse, click subscribe. And if you like what you hear, please rate and review. Kids, want to be a guest on our podcast with your favorite story? Have a grown-up visit our website at hippocampusclubhouse.com, and under podcast, click on Storytime Voices. While you're there, check out our new and improved one-stop bookshop featuring safe and family-friendly titles to love for everyone in your home, even the grown-ups, all while helping to support small business and independent bookstores all across the country. Find us on Instagram and don't forget to join the Clubhouse mailing list to learn about new story adventures ahead, parenting tips rooted in neuroscience, sensory-based activities, printables, and more. Until next time, be sure to tell your story with an open heart while listening to others with an open mind, just like Izzy does.